Welcome to No Money Speed Shop. Come on in. Let's see. He's got the door open. Today we're gonna be working on this Ford here. It's an older truck. Got the Mustang motor in it.
Let's go over a little story about that old Ford truck up there.
Yeah, there's a story behind this car right here. As you can tell, it's pretty old.
Well, my neighbor's truck. And, I don't know.
It's the inside.
We had it at a truck shop, and he decided to move it from the truck shop, and he carried it to his farm. It sat there for a while, and he come to me one day while I was mowing the yard, saying he needed a gas tank. You know, I messed with race cars and kind of goof around with stuff. This out of the way. It's air conditioned. Anyways, so I built him this tank.
It's not too bad looking tank.
Well, I mean, I kind of built it out of, some 16 gauge, I think. I think it's pretty heavy. I mean, I still got to hook the vent hose up to it and get the fuel pump and all that stuff wired. But I did put these lights on it so it could at least check the turn signals and out. Well, back to the story of the truck. So I built him this tank. Well, he didn't use the tank. He ended up getting another neighbor to work on the truck, and he bought them that tank. So I guess the tank right over there, this chrome one, whatever. And he wanted to put it in the bed. Well, actually, the guy that owns it actually wants to use his bed. He's not really using it for a hot rod. He just will use it to put around this little country town and haul stuff with it. And so I thought, why not use the tank I made? It fit underneath the bed. Still have all your bed and stuff. But anyways, so we did that. We got that. I put the fuel tank in it, and the guy down the the guy down the street, or the other neighbor had the truck, and he worked on it, and just sat there for about a year. And then he came over to me and talked about it, and I just said, "Well, what's wrong?" He said, "Well, I just don't think you got time," which a lot of people don't have time to mess with vehicles and live too when you're trying to just survive. So things get put on the back burner. Mostly my projects, not other people's projects. Anyways, I got it, and I put this wiring system in it, which he had it all mounted. The other neighbor did when I got it, but it was none hooked up. So right now, this has got to be finished hooked up right here, and hopefully I hooked it up as good as the other one. But also, I had to put a new ignition in it, new headlight switches, rewired the down there for the turn signals, the headlights. The steering wheel that he wants to use is this one because it's old. Well, this one is gonna have to be repaired pretty good, but
Let me get y'all front view. Glass. It's pretty dirty. I think you can really see in there. Just trying to put on the steering wheel.
well, this ain't how it goes. It's gonna be dope. The problem is
While he figures that out, I'm gonna show you the underneath of the car. He did a little bit of exhaust work under here. I don't know if you can really see. I'll have to get you a flashlight in a later clip. It's pretty dark. It's got some good patina on it. Good door handles.
That's what they told me, dude. And then I'm back to well, anyways. The only thing when it come to me, it had the engine and the transmission stayed in, no wires.
Well,
No
that's a
wire.
different engine than it came with, right?
Well, it had an engine in it. We'll get to that in a minute, all right? Let's don't jump the gun. The windshield wipers were broke. The heater wasn't working. Well, how do we wire all this? I had to put a new windshield wiper motor in it, but the problem is this is not the right windshield wiper motor. It had to be fab to fit in this because
It's not that much room.
well, it's hard for people to buy parts that don't know about parts. And I ain't got time when I'm working on something. It's got to be gut fixed. If it don't fix, sometimes I got to modify it to fit. I got to move on.
How long did it take you just to install the wiper motor?
Probably about 30 minutes. I just had to drill out some holes, make the where mounting point, move it over some. I mean, it's still working the way it was. It's just the mounting was smaller on the new one than it was a bigger one on the old one. So it's just where it mounted 3 bolts. Had to drill them out and make my own little mounting.
It's got steps into the vehicle.
Well, this is the way 63s are. All old trucks had to step up because the frame was right there. This used to be a standard shift.
Now it's
automatic. But
Automatic.
anyways, everything works on it now. Turn signals, which we got to hook the battery up. It's got tilt steering in it. But to the matter, this little truck right here, what are you going to tilt down? But anyways,
It's got the good black
that's
back
the hold up
glass.
is on this. You know, and I patched up the gas cap. But what was the hold on this? And this is why it's like this deal here is after get it all ready and get ready to fire it up, which when I got the motor, I never really checked and see if the motor spun over anything or if something was wrong with the other motor. Well, it rotated 180 and locked up. Rotate 180 back, you could roll it and it's something locked up in it. The motor's out there.
Here, I'll show you all the motor real quick. This is the motor that was in it. Now, right now it's a boat anchor. We use it for, I don't know, just to weigh some stuff down. It's kind of a bunch of junk in the way, but this is the motor that came in it. Like we said, it's locked up. It's no good right now. Now we might do a rebuild on it, but as of now, it's just another motor we got laying around here. Pretty junk, fill of water. It's rusty. Trash in it. As you can tell, there's water right there. But yeah, back to the truck. That's a view from over here. He had to put these custom tires on it because he couldn't find any other ones that fit. Really good patina. What are you looking for?
I'm blind, can't see, so I have to kind of guess. Let me see. Why would I guess? Why don't I just grab it out of here? This is what I need. Man, where's all the batteries at, man?
There's a battery right here.
Hold on, there's another drill here somewhere. Impact. Or one like this.
Right there?
Oh, we can't do it. There we go. Can do this one. This one comes out. The reason is if I pull that one out, and then you're back in. I need that.
We got no money to fix it.
I fixed it with a BB. Took a BB and put it in the slot, smushed it down, and anyways.
Let's just get working on this.
Most people don't just pull them off like that. But hey, we're not most people.
Is this the distribution?
This is spark plug.
Spark
It's broken,
plugs?
yeah.
Oh.
Well, having it got broken, I don't know, maybe at the junkyard or wherever it come from, I don't know. But yeah, it's that 6mm. I knew it. Maybe 7. Why would I think anything standing these days?
Get you another good look at it. It's the passenger side. Oh, a little rusty on the open. Got some parts in here. Sit down and give you the inside. This is the glove. It works. What we got in here? Ford truck operator's manual. Got some old fella's paperwork. What we got in here? Oh, I don't know. Some random junk. Recommended truck engine oil. What does that say? That says the temperature. It says SAE 40. R, you can get SAE 30 or 20. Or 2020 or 1010 or what is that? 5W? Someone has a cigarette up in here. Let's get rid of that. What else we got in here? Oh, knob. Oh, jeez. They got AC on the passenger side. This is a deluxe. I wonder if these work. I think they do. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Boom. In the door handle. I don't know if that works. But, see? This is the exhaust system I was showing you earlier. Really sturdy, actually, for the most part. It's that fuel tank. Custom deluxe.
Well, anyways, back to where we was at. The motor was no good, so we had to take another motor and put another motor in. Well, this is a motor out of a Mustang. That was a motor out of a truck. This whole setup was out of a 98 Ford truck. Well, you couldn't find a 98 used Ford motor. Probably could. But all I could find was this Mustang motor. Was a 98, same year model. Everything should work, just different intakes, low profile. And, I think it fits better. This motor fits better because it has a Mustang front end under it. I think it fits what the project is. Well, anyways, we're putting it back together. We just got the motor in, like some bolts. We still like some wiring. This goes to the map sensor. And, we still got temperature gauges, this and that to hook up. So that's our project on this, is try to get it all back together and hook up. But the biggest deal is we find out with the Ford truck and engine, what I found out is there's difference. there's difference in mounting stuff. As far as the connectors and all that, I ain't found nothing really different from the 98 truck to the 98 Mustang car engine. But what I do find is the serpentine belt has 6 ribbons. And guess what? The truck has, where's it at?
He's looking for the other belt.
It has big belt, but you can see the difference wideness. See the difference? It's like 8 and 6. Truck has 8. Well, for this to work, I mean, I don't know, maybe it would stay on there, but for it to work, and I'm sure it'll work, I need to go to the wrecking yard, get the new front pulley off of Mustang, take it off, take this one off, put it on there, and that takes care of the air conditioning. Well, we have the same problem with the alternator. The alternator pulley is too big because it's this truck. Everything. So when we went to put it in there, there's a little more different stuff than you assume. You know, old school. Hey, you bought this, bought that. You know, fits. Or you can change this, or you can change that. But finding out with the newer stuff, I guess post everything post carburation or fuel injection before when fuel injection starts, everything's now fuel injections or valve bodies or whatever. It's not like the old school. I mean, Chevrolet, you use Chevrolet engine from 50 something all the way up to, is it 55 they come out with the 289, 283, so all the way to 85, 86, you could use the same stuff, but all the way up to 96, you could use some things. So, I mean, maybe not everything interchanged, but a lot of stuff did. So anyways, I'm finding out more cars are there. Each motor is different. Car's different than a truck. Truck's different than a car. To me, an engine is an engine. And that's another thing, we finish looking all that up, get all that hooked up to where we can
Let's try to start it.
Rotted. This whole inner fender was rotted, and we welded. I don't know if you can look under the roof and see where I welded it. I re-welded the whole top.
Let's see. Oh, dang. Yeah, that's definitely a custom fender right there.
So,
Look, he redid the whole fender. The underline of the truck's not too bad. They look like they armor all it.
I know I painted.
Or
I used paint.
Rust-Oleum.
I painted the wheel. I painted the tires.
I don't think this thing looks too bad. Had a lot of water in its day. The seals are a little crusty, but hey, is what it is. I bet we can get some cleaner on this and get it cleaned up.
It's kind of actually King's not fine. If you look, the rest of the truck, the way the rest of the truck looks like this. See this? I kind of sprayed clear on it as I was putting it together. So that way I had clear up underneath here. So that's why it's taped off, but so it didn't scratch up. But this is, see how smooth? This has all been sanded and sprayed with the clear on it. So it got up in the crack, so it doesn't have any more rust that's gonna cause it to rust. So I put it together, it's all sprayed, and then when we get ready, we'll spray the whole truck again, you know. And we'll probably put, 6, 8, 10 coats on it until it shines so much that you gotta put shades on. Or
Doesn't look like it has rusty brake lines. It looks like it has good brakes.
it's all brand new. Everything's brand new on this truck. It's like a brand new truck. It's just everything had to be built.
Custom.
This
Deluxe.
is a custom power steering hose for it. And I
Yeah.
still got to put it on. I mean, it's not a very big one. And it goes up this way and around there and then back like that. Because not a lot of room down there. And I'm not sure this is going to work. I mean, we hadn't had it running because we thought we were already here almost a while back. This thing's been going on. It needs to get finished. So I'm hoping, you know, by putting it on YouTube that I can get the help I need to get this thing done. Or we can get the help that we need to get it done. I mean,
It's
I
a
had a
little bit of
custom
project.
fit a lot of things in, and I mean, it's just been a real custom build. It's not a normal build. If you want to swap a vehicle to where you want a daily driver old truck, it would have been better if he would have just, for what he's going to use it for, it would have been better if he would just put this body on that truck. You know, I mean, it was already running. Put it on there. You could have used the gauges. You could use a lot of stuff right out there until you changed it or whatever. I mean, you'd have had a newer frame, better suspension, smoother ride, and wouldn't spend $17,000 on this front end. That's what he paid, $17,000 for this front end,
To redo it?
to do the front end.
Yeah, that's like a custom deluxe job.
It's a good job. I mean, it's very expensive.
I don't think we've ever.
Look, reason we're no money, and I'll tell you why. I went to the junkyard. I got the transmission cooler right here. See it? I got this out of a truck, all right? Out of the truck, 98 Ford truck. I come in and I put that in and plumbed that to there. But I needed a radiator with an electric fan and stuff. So guess what? I went to a Crown Vic and got the radiator, the fan, the whole works out of a same year model, I don't know, maybe 2000 Crown Vic.
And that's going to be our radiator and fan.
You see this little odd holes all the way? It's so narrow on the Crown Vic, which it needs a radiator hose right there. But anyways, oh, it's right here. It's tied up. But anyways, I had to make a metal sleeve in here with the clamp to come
To
hit
fit the
hook.
factory, yeah, to hit
The
the
other
truck
engine, I haven't had this engine, and also I got the AC coil condenser, and the radiator and the fan to fit in here.
Would you be end up paying for that?
I didn't pay nothing for it because I had no money.
I'm sure that means the person who
Yeah, the person that
got this truck, who owns it, he bought the part, bought it.
Put them together. I mean,
We got no money.
you see, look at there. Sets right in. Homemade radiator hose fit over here. I tell you, there's not a lot of room. And that's a little tight.
We'll probably end up taking the radiator off 3 times, 4 times.
Well, there's a problem that is make something. There's always a
Is this the car's computer right here? Or is this just a fuse
that's
box?
a fuse box for the fan, the AC.
So the computer's
I had to
behind the
build
seat?
All this, all these wires are built through here. You know,
Brand new seat.
and I built the fuse for the fan.
I don't think the plastic works anymore. Just a nice looking truck.
Then I put that there, and I made two buildings right here and hold that in. Now it's in. You know? But
Yep.
now we have a problem with the radiator. that radiator hose is probably gonna have to be cut back over here somewhere. Here, and then we're gonna have to put the metal sleeve out of here into that, and then run it a new one from there around, because a flex hose or something. Because with this car, I can see now by me twisting it, it puts the holes in a
bind?
spine, a squeeze. So what's gonna have to happen is,
Not really much room to let y'all see here. He's trying to hook it up right here.
he put the holes on it. But I think we need to come out with, instead of a curve hose, a straight hose that comes straight out to here and then curve right in here. You know, like maybe 6 or 8 inch holes, maybe 10, and then it curves right here. And then when it curves right here, it's following this, and then right here, we'll put a slip joint in it. Like we did here, you know, with this.
Yeah, just a curved one, right?
Well, if this would have been the same size, but the problem is this hose right here is like $60-something. And the only reason you really have to have it is because the overflow. Because let's say I got this on a Crown Vic. Might have the same engine. I don't know. I can't remember. Same type engine.
Ford
Same
Mustang, you know.
4.6. Well, anyway, I got this. This is to fill the radiator up. You know what I'm saying? Out of the Crown Vic. So it goes on there, and then we're a long ways before we did this. Goes here, radiator, you know? And when it's in, it looks all nice, you know? It's gonna look really nice. For no money, other than parts from the radiator here and there, you know, like this, I think we went to the junkyard and bought all the parts. I think he may have spent maybe $300. What he spent on just getting the front end done, I could build this truck 3 times. All right?
You can
And
have
have
3
your
of these
really-
trucks.
Huh?
You can have 3 of these trucks.
Oh yeah, easy, 17,000 easy.
Yeah.
You just gotta buy the truck. The rest of the motor and the trannies,
It's
you
not-
get a junkyard, and it's an old truck. What you do, forget all this stuff here. You get your engine, get your carburation engine, whatever. You can always put an EFI on it, you know, fuel and body haulage system to where it can run efficiently, all right? But you don't need all this. Go back to just basic and just put your EFI on it. Do you want it to have good acceleration if you don't like carburation? And be done with it. You'll have a good running car, dependable, because most of the time you build this, you don't drive it every day. If it's
It's
always
just
a
gonna
daily
sit.
driver. Bull S.
You're
They
gonna drive
drive
your
it
nice,
maybe on the
comfortable car.
weekends. They're gonna get in a new car and they're gonna drive it wherever they gotta go in luxury. This is something to drive around, and it's straight up. I'm gonna be straightforward. I don't care who you are or what you are. Somebody's got a new ride they're riding in. They're not riding in this everywhere they go.
I like it.
Even-
I probably would.
Well,
I don't got
there
luxury
may
cars.
be. Let me take that back. I shouldn't say that. There may be a few
No, there
sections
is, yeah.
that people may do it. It's not because they want to do it.
Right.
Because
That's all they got. If I had this, I sure would be driving it.
Well, I mean, you drive it, but you gotta understand, it's old.
No, yeah, it ain't gonna
Once you
last
put it
much
together
longer.
and everything, you gotta always work on it. You're gonna have to always fix something on it. It's not gonna just build it and say, okay, I got it until I die. Yeah, if you drive it maybe once a week, or then you're gonna run the hoses on it by setting up. So, I mean, then the rats are gonna get in it, and so, I mean, it's good to build it and drive it around, but everybody gets bored of everything. And they want something newer, better, or whatever. Very few people want the old stuff. So.
Alright, well, this is the story on this truck.
Well, it's not all the story.
Well, there's more to come, but
No, I mean, truth of the matter, the whole story of the truck is how I got it, is to help my neighbor out. But I thought we'd work as a team together. And he come over and say, we'll do something and then go on. But it's just been here and it's been like, okay, this is what I need to get it. And I get it. I mean, he's a busy man. Hey, the guy's very not, well deserved guy. Guy's a great guy. Couldn't ask for a better guy. Christian man, very, very, very nice guy. He is one guy that I guarantee he does love his neighbors.
Yeah, he's very nice, and he
But
even left
anyway,
us a gift for Christmas.
You know, truth of the matter is, and my philosophy is, I do something for somebody else. Hey, if I need it down the road, if I don't, maybe they do something for somebody else. You know, vice versa. I mean, that's what I feel about helping others out. And another thing we got to get from the junkyard besides outlander, look at this throttle cable. It was a Ford. The Ford truck wrapped around here. I just need a cable that big for the Mustang. And another thing is I had to rebuild is this holes that this line for deal had to go all the way over here. And if you look down there, I had to weld see down there, I had to weld a union deal on it to screw that, because I don't even think you need that anymore. But so I can have these two lines to hook up this, and I have no clue if you need that. It's probably not, but it was on there. We put it back. Like I say, I'm not more of an old school guy, and I believe if it's there for a reason. So we did just change out an ignition coil. So now we can plug that back in. So that's in. Get all these. Put this back out. I don't need that right now. Probably didn't need the radiator in right now. But
So we're gonna get the radiator out. We're gonna get the radiator.
There's a sitting right here. I may hook all this up.
Maybe. But for now, this is where we're gonna leave it on the truck, and we're gonna get back to some wiring and hooking some other stuff up and see if we can get it started. Maybe sometime today, if possible.
Not possible. I mean, I probably started, but it's straight truth with everybody. Until I gotta get parts. The guy's got to bring me some transmission fluid, some oil.
I mean, maybe we can see if it turns
Maybe
over.
I can put water in it, but I really don't want to put. I want to put at least a little bit of coolant through it because it has been setting a while, and this has been setting for about 6 months. So we're just now getting back to getting it in. And truth of the matter, I feel sorry for the guy because it's sitting here, but I never knew the motor. The other motor was no good, and I really don't know what happened to the motor. All I know is it locked up. I'm thinking somebody changed the intake gasket on or something, and somehow something got left inside the motor, and when it rotated over half a turn, it got in between the piston and the head and locked up. So you could roll it halfway one way and halfway the other way. I hadn't took it apart to say that, but it's just strange. Either that or a bearing climbed on each other. I just hadn't looked at it. I had time. It's sitting right there. It won't take 10 minutes to rip the pan off and look at it, but project. I got a project.
Look, we got projects everywhere. There's motors around here just to work on all days. They got this pile of goodies that we got to deal with, and then this, the elephant in the room.
We'll take and it's kind of like this truck has fought me for the last. I mean, every time I do something for it, 2 other things go wrong or something. It's just I hadn't understood why it don't want to be on the road, why it spiked me so much. But I guess when it gets on the road, it's going to be right. I mean, also when the guy did build the deal, he put brake lines on it. Well, we have a brake line over here that's busted and leaking, and it's a brand new brake line that we got to get. We got to get that line.
A lot of work to do.
Sealed to that. I mean, it's not a lot of work. It's just parts. If I go get the parts, I get what I need right then. But if I send somebody after the parts, man, they bring me back stuff that I don't need, and then they won't take it back. And I got junk around here and brand new that I'm not ever going to use. It's like the gas tank. Take your gas tank back. I don't want your gas tank. It's just.
Hey, we'll use that. What do you mean? We got no money.
It's not mine. I don't take things that aren't mine. It needs to carry its gas tank back, and I got a box or 2 of parts that
Can't even use them.
I mean, I painted all this up, all the white. I mean, it was really, really nice when the motor was going to be so great, fired up and gone. And then it just popped my bubble. It was just like, once it didn't fire up, it locked up. It was like, almost made me want to cry. So that's why I ain't really messed with it. I took the hood and put it out there, which I need to paint it. I need to spray some clear on that and get that in here, get it back on. But I come to the conclusion, we are going to hear this thing run, and once it runs, I want my shop back.
We're gonna give it back, and the rest of it is up to him. We're not saying we won't work on it again. We just can't have it inside the shop in the middle of the whole place.
It's not really that. It's just I took too long with it, and then if it's not a project that's a pan project, people don't get in a hurry. It can sit in somebody's way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when it's a pan project, the guy that's working on it wants to get done so he gets paid, you know?
Yeah.
And when it ain't a pan project, why is he in a hurry to fix it? And I don't know why. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I was in a hurry to fix it for the guy. But
Well,
what
it's got
me
compression.
is, well, this is
It
a
ain't
good
turned
motor.
over by
This is a
hand.
good motor. Ain't nothing, all the things been blocked off, so nothing can get in this motor. I mean, this is a good motor. I don't know how good it runs because I hadn't fired it up. It came out of a junkyard. But and I say, yeah, I want it. But most of the time I say it, my wife gets upset sometimes because I have too much stuff around here. Need to clean up, just get a project after project done and go here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this one off. We're gonna put it on. We're gonna put out a lot of videos of us getting these things running and getting them out of here. We even got a motorcycle over here and there's a carburation rebuild. We got a four-wheeler and a carburation rebuild. We got a chassis that we don't really know what we want to do with yet. Maybe. Hey, y'all give us some ideas. Maybe just.
We got a body over there,
And then we got this truck. We was going to take this body and put
but
on
it's
this.
got a working engine in the truck,
But-
so
We don't know.
We don't know.
Everything's done. We got a couple race cars, and then we got a Camaro, and we got a rat rod that's not finished. I mean, we got a lot of projects around here not finished. Hey, if you tune in, I'm pretty
We
sure
got a
we
lot
can
of stuff.
keep you so entertained every day. You'll be either laughing or saying these guys are dumb as a box of rocks. Because we probably are dumb as a box of rocks. But hey, at least we're trying. That's all we can do is just get up and try.
right. But that's where we're gonna leave it. Leave it right here. It's a nice truck. We'll see how it drives.